Peace and love and blessings to all of my viewers and supporters. You're now tuning in to Kahunaveli TV, brought to you by Luxurious Eden, where you can get your soaps, conditioners, lotions, shampoos, all natural and handcrafted. Yes, that's right. All natural and handcrafted. Soon there will be other products featured along the likes of massaging oils, chapstick, hand creams, bath salts, African chew sticks, also known as licorice sticks, for your dental health. And all of these products, most of these products, the base materials are sourced and imported from Africa. Also, some of the products are wholly from Africa, not just the base materials, meaning the African chew sticks and products like that you obviously cannot put together and make a product out of. With that being said, let's start the video. And we're back. So now, I'm making this video to address some alleged allegations. And I'm saying alleged because I don't want to be involved in a lawsuit. And for legal reasons, I just want to protect myself. So with that being said, I want to address the allegations, alleged allegations of Brother Polight. But, a quick little backstory on who Brother Polight is in case you're not familiar. He was made famous through YouTube on Sanetta's platform or channel. Also, Black News 102, which is Sanetta's channel and platform, where he would do debates with against the likes of Captain Tazariot with the ISUPK and the Hebrew Israelites, Imam Bashir with the Muslims, and Dr. Ali Muhammad with the Muslim faith as well, and other Kemetic scholars as well. With that being said, he later became famous for these alleged sexual battery and assault and molestation charges from a young girl that apparently was his quote-unquote daughter / quote-unquote niece / quote-unquote girlfriend or domestic partner's daughter. I'm not sure if this is the same girl that Sanetta once accused him of running off with and on some eloping shit, and I brainwashed her into thinking like he loved her in a romantic way. I don't know. He also studied under Dr. York, and those of you who are familiar with Dr. York know what he's famous for. And I'm not disrespecting anybody in these videos. I'm just stating facts, and I'm also stating my opinion. I'm also stating facts based upon the information that's already out in the public. With that being said, Dr. York is a famous scholar / cult leader / human trafficker / pedophile. I think he was sentenced to multiple life sentences and accused of molesting, child sex trafficking, and sexually abusing over 100 children, if I'm not mistaken. And he was convicted, so I'm not going to say allegedly when it comes to him. No disrespect to any of the Nuwapian Nation, his son Prince York, and any of that. This is just what the public says, and he's been convicted. So it's no longer rumor. I don't know what exactly happened. All I know is apparently it's been put out there by a few sources that says he admitted to these crimes and there was DNA evidence found. Therefore, he did it. All right. That being said, Brother Polight addressed this man as his God. Like he worshiped this nigga. And Brother Polight was just accused of sexual battery, molestation or something like that of a teenage girl that he basically took to a nightclub or after party, like a late night party, after hours party or whatever the case may be, and then took her to a hotel room and basically commenced to trying to get her intoxicated self in her drunkard state and drugged state. He tried to get her to perform fellatio. You know what I'm saying? Basically, blow his, smoke his sausage. You know what I'm saying? Smoke his beef. Get him to, perform some blowing on his microphone, so to speak. No disrespect. He attempted to get her to, give him oral. And commenced to other sexually illicit acts. With that being said, the only reason I'm saying allegedly to Brother Polight is there's no disrespect to the young girl, no disrespect to the family of the young girl, no disrespect to any victims that may have been Brother Polight's victims or anyone else's victims. I'm saying allegedly because of legal reasons, and to my knowledge, he hasn't been convicted. They're saying there's DNA evidence found of his semen on a shirt, if I'm not mistaken, of hers, or her drawers or something like that, meaning her underwear. I'm not sure about that. Alright? I'm gonna just, but, he addressed it. And he didn't address this shit the way an innocent man addresses it. You know what I'm saying? There's people accused every day. But I noticed there's a pattern. Whenever someone who's accused of these type of acts or anything that they're accused of, when they're guilty, they don't outright deny it. Okay, when you take a look back at R. Kelly's interviews, when he would be asked about it, he didn't directly outright deny it. He went off into like a tangent. And he also kind of like double negative. Like he had a lot of double negatives. He's like I'm not saying, I did it or I didn't do it. Like, that type of deal is like, not. And you're like, wait. You know what I'm saying? Where you got to actually think about what he said. A lot of these guys don't actually outright deny it. Brother Polight did not outright deny it. When he addressed these allegations, he basically was like, oh, I'm suing people. I'm lit. I got money and people are jealous, but he never once said I did not do these things. And I highly fucking doubt his attorney is gonna give him the advice to, at the bare minimum, say, like, give him the advice to just outright say, I don't think his attorney, like, I'm trying to word it in a way like where I'm not gonna, fuck it. His attorney's not gonna tell him to not say I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? The most simplest form. I did not do it. How is that going to, and I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know, but how is that going to, because I'm not an attorney, how is that going to hurt your case by saying, I did not do it? You're going to say that same shit in a courtroom. You might use like some legal jargon and legal language or whatever. Or you use the big words that you use, but I don't think denying these allegations is going to hurt your case. If anything, it's hurting your case with the shenanigans that and the semantics in your fucking videos are posting to the world. Like, I don't think just saying no, I didn't do it is gonna hurt your case, bro. I really don't think that. With that being said, though, this is not the first time Brother Polight's been accused of these acts, and truthfully, I'm not even entirely sure if this is the same girl that Sonetta once accused him of running off with, which is Sonetta's niece or something like that, or Sonetta's wife or girlfriend. No, wife, my fault. His wife's niece or something like that. But my question is, why did the rest of the conscious community not jump on this bandwagon? Because it's kind of crazy, right? I think I mean, as far as, and what I mean is jump on the bandwagon is when this shit got addressed by Sonetta, and Sonetta, like, this nigga was like, Sonetta was like his motherfucking personal cheerleader. When you go back, if Sonetta still has any of his videos up, Sonetta was bigging this nigga up. He was like, yo, Brother Polight is gonna demolish the Hebrew Israelites. He's gonna demolish the Muslims. He's gonna demolish the Moors. He's gonna demolish this, that, blah, 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 blah. This nigga was amping him up to be like on some, like, he was like Paul Bearer to the fucking Undertaker for Brother Polight, though. Like, this nigga was like souping him up to be the greatest debater and greatest scholar in the world, it seemed like. So with that being said, it's like, it's kind of weird, right, that if even though Sonetta has some shady ass ways, and a lot of them don't necessarily trust half the shit that Sonetta says, they've been on his platform. And I don't understand how the rest of the conscious community, knowing the dynamic between Sonetta and Brother Polight, how they did not jump on it immediately and immediately get this nigga kicked out the whip of conscious community. You feel me? Like, I don't understand how the rest of the conscious community did not go into this and be like, Brother Polight's a fucking pervert or a predator. I mean, I get it. At that time, it's accusations, right? It's accusations, so I get like that you don't want to immediately jump, into the fire and be like, yeah, son is doing weird shit. But at least they could have addressed it in such a way to where he would feel uncomfortable, if he hasn't done it already, to ever do it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they could have made it so, like, if the thought ever crossed his mind, he ever went on a power trip once he did get some money and be like, oh, I could do whatever I want. I'm a god. I could just fuck whoever I want, touch whoever I want, and do whatever I want. Why did the conscious community not step in and be like, hold up, homie, and just dub the whole shit? You know what I'm saying? Before he even became that, if he wasn't already that. That's a question for me. Like, I'm asking the conscious community. Also, he was accused of sexual battery, performing some illicit acts with a minor, and basically child molestation. I'm not sure of the exact charges, but those are the accusations, the general accusations. My question is, any woman that he deals with has to know to some degree who the fuck he is, or wonder where the fuck he gets his money from. And I'm sure with his egotistical, egomaniac ass, he's going to tell him, I'm Brother Polight and I'm like a scholar and da-da-da. And then they're going to be like, oh, if you're smart, you're going to go look it up. You never seen the accusations at all? Unless Sonetta took them down. But there's always going to be someone else on YouTube that reposted those videos. So you send your young daughter with this man who's not her father, who's not close to her age whatsoever, and he takes her to an after party. Like, okay, if it was broad daylight, I kind of get it because it's going to be witnesses. I kind of get it. But after hour party, like at an after hour party, a nightclub, you allowed this man, how much money was this man paying you for you to allow this man to take your child? That's what I want to know. Because truthfully, and I'm not trying to badger the moms of this child. I'm not trying to, bash her or, discredit her or say anything bad about her in the first place. But this shit don't make no sense. First of all, okay, the party was closed, which I don't even know. Maybe the party wasn't like over. I feel like they just didn't let his ass in because they knew she was a child. But then he takes her. No, they went to the party, I think, or after the party. But they did some other shit. She was drugged, intoxicated, and was brought to a hotel. Big question. How the fuck did the staff not notice that he was walking in there with a minor? And even if they didn't want to assume, because it could be his daughter, his niece, a cousin, sister, something, how did they not notice she was intoxicated? If there was a hotel, you have to go through a lobby in most hotels. If it's a motel, there's still a lobby where you gotta pay, unless he left her ass outside. How the fuck did he transfer her from outside a building to the fucking inside the building to all the way up to the room without any red flags going up? So even if it was his daughter, you're not questioning, why does this grown ass man, why is he walking with his intoxicated daughter? Why is his daughter intoxicated? She looks to be a minor. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I have not seen this girl, so I don't know if she looks older than she is, if her appearance might display an older age. I don't know. But my thing is, how the fuck did this get to where he was able to basically try to get her to give him oral fellatio, or, basically blow on his microphone? How the fuck did we not, as a whole, stop that from occurring? That's what I want to know. Now we got to think about it too, and question, why the fuck, first of all, how is he not dead? or have his legs broken. Like, it's crazy. Like, this man used big words and made you motherfuckers fall in love with him. And now a lot of y'all are making videos. I never supported Polight because I knew his antics were just outrageous. I knew he was one of them, like, motherfucking, the niggas that'll, like, talk you out of your drawers type shit. Like, scam you that bad. Just how he talked, just everything, all his mannerisms. I don't know how y'all motherfuckers fell so in love with this nigga using these big words and giving y'all knowledge. And y'all just fell for this nigga, and now y'all all jumping on the bandwagon of fuck Polight. And a lot of y'all are still so blinded, y'all still support this man. How did y'all go from, outside of the scams, how did y'all go from this nigga being broke to now this nigga being rich and hanging with the celebrities? How the fuck? How do we make him such a public icon that this motherfucker is sitting next to celebrities and giving them advice about life and finances and other things? It's kind of funny, though. We don't take note. Brother Polight rich. Sonetta's still in the same place. The rest of these conscious dudes in the same place. And I'm not saying that's not that's a reason to accuse him, but goddamn, the signs is there. Come on. All I'm saying is motherfuckers need to wake up. With that being said, stay tuned for part 2.